welcome this. Oh, now you want to work. What the? Okay. Sorry, the recording is being kind of dumb right now. So I hit the record button and it like just didn't do anything. So I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, so we are here in our little base, and we have a storm outside, so I kind of don't want to go out there. But did I get all the cobalt transferred over? I don't remember. Yes, I did. Okay, yeah. So we have lots and lots and lots and lots of cobalt. So we will be able to make all kinds of fun stuff. And that also gives us the opportunity to build something else. I mean, we still have to finish this thing off, of course, but just kind of wondering what I should do now. Okay, so how are we doing on iron? We have 67 there. We have none anywhere else. Okay, so we're going to need more iron. So I might as well go and grab some. All right. And then I still have to find silicon somewhere. Okay, so let's go and grab some of this stuff. Okay. I'm just trying to get all of the iron out of here that I can. We're getting a lot, so. Alright, so then we'll put the iron over here, and we'll put the stone over here. Okay. And then iron over here. We'll pick up this stone and then drop it off. Should get a slightly bigger rock out of that. Okay, and then we get a full rock out of here. So we'll drop this one off. Oh, hey, we can see the stars. Looks like the storm is letting up. So that's good. Okay. Okay. So we'll drop off the iron, pick up the stone, and now we have a full thing of stone, which we'll just leave down here for now. Okay. And that's all the stone, and now we can pick up a full thing of iron again. Okay. Alright, so where is that? Okay, so we can actually go in here a little bit. Okay. Oh, some dropped over here. I need more space. We'll just throw it right here, I guess. And then we'll pick up all of this. Okay. Then we'll drop off the iron. And we'll pick up the little stone thing. And drop the bigger piece of stone. There we go. And that is fine for now. Okay, iron. And a much bigger piece of stone. Okay. Okay, and then we'll drop off the iron again. And the stone. Actually, can I combine these? I can't. Okay. Okay, so we got a full block of stone there, 2 full blocks, and a little block left over. We can grab this little block here. And that gives us a full thing of iron. And then pick that up, and we should be good to go. Okay. So there's that. How are we doing on our food and water? We could use more food. It's in food. We need water. Okay, so make 10 water. This is weird. Huh. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll get our food going, and then we can take off over here. And then there was a comment about camouflage in the desert, and then it's actually a pink color is the best one. And that would kind of work, you know, with the slight red tint in here, so that makes sense. I still like this color, though. I think this is a nice color, so I think I might just stick with that. And it's not going to blend like 100%, but it's good enough. And I just ate the last of my food. Okay. All right. Food? Food. Food? Did you not make food? What are you doing? What do you need? Oh, it needs organics. Okay. Well, you have a lot of organics, so what are you talking about? Oh, it needs the water up here. That's what it was. Okay. So yeah, now we should be good. Okay. We can probably move some more ice in here too. And then, okay. So I want to take the food out. Okay, good to go. Okay. So we need silicon to make the glass, and I want to find like some pure silicon if I can. So there's something straight ahead, so let's go and check that out. And what do we have in here? Iron. Is it just iron? It is just iron. Oh wait, no, there's nickel here as well. Is there any silicon? Sounds like someone is knocking. It's probably just a bird, though. They like to peck at, like, the brick on my house. I don't know why. It's weird. Okay, so this is going to be GPS, Pertram, Planet, Iron, and Nickel. Does it have to be lowercase? Seriously? Has to be lowercase, apparently. Okay. Whatever. That looks like discolor. Oh, it is discoloration. Okay, so we have even more iron up here. So we'll throw that in there. Okay. And we are going to need some sun before too long. But let's see what we got up here. Okay, so there is something down there, over on the left. Okay, question is, can I go down here? I mean, I could try it, but I don't think that would be a very good idea, so we're just gonna kind of back ourselves out of here and then kind of go back down the way that we came. Okay, that iron actually looks pretty close to the surface, so if I ever run out of iron in the other place, I think I'll go there next. Okay, and this is where we've got the nickel, which we're not going to need yet. Okay. So now we can head over this way, see if we can see anything. Okay. I'm just going slow because I don't want to, like, damage anything. I mean, I suppose I could. Yeah, and there's that thing right over there. So you can see it kind of right below the crosshairs. That's where we're going. Hopefully it's silicon. But let's be honest, it's probably not. Oh, it is. Sweet. Okay. So let's mark this. Silicon. Okay, so we got to go down 12.5 meters. Okay. And there we are, silicon. Sweet. Okay, and that looks like that's okay. All right, let's get it. And then, do we want to? Nah. We should be able to see where that is. Let's do. Okay, so silicon. Good to go. Oh, that is... I'm all the way through it already? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Okay. Some more silicon, a little bit more stone. We can probably put some stuff into the cockpit too because, I mean, this should give us a lot of silicon. I don't know if it'll be enough for everything that we need, but should be a decent amount. Okay. That's all the way full, so we'll grab that, and then I'll grab whatever else I can, and we'll call it good. Okay. That is us all the way full. So, let's get going. So we've got cobalt, nickel, iron, and silicon all within this area. Oh, dude, there's more silicon right there? Dude, I didn't even see this one. This one's even closer. Okay. I like it when materials are close. Alrighty, so we've got a lot more to process now. And we're at 18 minutes in the video. Okay. Sounds like there's a jet above me. It's flying really low if I can hear it in here. Okay. So with this, we now have lots and lots of silicon. We have lots of iron, lots of cobalt. Yeah, I think we're actually pretty good right now. And it's processing the silicon, which is good. How much does this cost each? 5? I suppose we can start with 100 and see how far we get. And each of these needs 25. So that 100 is enough for 4 panels of glass. Not the greatest, but meh. Drink of the day, by the way, is Monster Energy Zero Ultra. And no, I'm not getting sponsored for that, even though they probably should sponsor me because I mention it pretty much every time I drink it. So, Monster, if you're listening, I like your product. You want me to promote it? I will. Let me know. Give me a call. Okay, so, what do we need now? What does this need? This needs interior plates. Okay, so let's make some interior plates. Okay, you know, another thing that would be kind of nice is to make like a projectable drilling thing. You know, so I can just kind of plop it down on top of a node or whatever and just drill out everything that I need. Or just have it drill it out on its own. That'd be kind of cool. But it's a lot of materials to set up and use. I mean, like if we were on the space station, like Triton, and we had that many materials like up there, because that's ridiculous how much stuff I have up there, that'd be something different. But this is not Triton, so can't really do that. At least not yet. So something I can do is start. Oh, we got another storm coming in. Oh, that's lovely. Thinking about the kind of vehicle that I want, because I mean, this is great and everything, but this isn't like, you know, this isn't going to be like the end all be all vehicle. It's just going to be something that I can use temporarily to, you know, store important things like that and, you know, food and stuff. But with this being per tram, do I want to do like a huge like wheeled ship, or do I want to do like a flying ship? And I have made some really, really cool flying ships before, and they do work extremely well, but they require a lot of power, and this does have slightly higher gravity than usual, so I'm not exactly sure how well it would work. I mean, I do have like the tiered thrusters now, which is something I didn't have in that other playthrough where I made that, you know, big vehicle that I made. But I don't know. I mean, making another vehicle like that one would be cool. But it's going to take a lot of materials to make it. And then also, if I'm flying everywhere, that kind of like defeats the purpose. You know, especially on this planet where it's like meant to be like a dune buggy kind of planet. Oh, hey, that's all finished. Nice. I have no idea what it's building now. Oh, more windows. Okay. That's cool. Really? No. Robocaller, I will not answer you. Okay. So we're at... Okay, so we're definitely still using all of that. See, so there's our interior plates. So I could make like, I mean, that would take a lot of parts too. Let me show you one of the blueprints that I think I have somewhere. Yeah, so this is the Mars Rover that I made on a previous playthrough. Can't really see it here though, but you can kind of see what it looks like in here. So it's a huge vehicle. It's got wind turbines up on top for power generation. It's got like this middle part here is like it's like a bay for vehicles and stuff. So I have like a flying vehicle, like a scout vehicle parked in the far side, and then on this side I had a mining vehicle. And then in the back end here, that's where all the production was. In the front end here, that's where all the living spaces were and the batteries. I don't think it had a battery pill in it. I think it was just relying on the wind turbines, really, to kind of power everything. So I could make something like that. Yeah. I mean, I could build a wedge, I suppose. That should be able to fly on the planet here. But that would take a lot of hydrogen and a lot of ice and all that other stuff. These are ones that I downloaded off of the workshop. Well, except for this one. This one I made. But these ones I've never actually used. So, yeah. But yeah, I think if I'm going to go with a wheeled vehicle, it'll be something like this. It's going to take... I mean, I don't have to make it as big as this one was. And I think it also had a built-in mining thing. I don't remember, though. But, I mean, I could do something like that. And that would, work. It would be a lot harder to build because I don't have a jetpack, but... that is something that I could build. And then I could just kind of park this guy here. He's still getting no sun. Even though I think it's daytime out. Either that or it's morning. I don't know. Anyways, so okay, so we're at 257. We're at 42, so we'll make another 100 of these. Okay, how are we doing on silicon so far? We still have a lot left. Okay. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I mean, I remember how I made like my Mars Rover, so I could make something very similar to it. I don't think I would need it to be as big though, but I would most definitely need it to have more wheels because that thing could not move to save its life. I mean, you can get up to like 60 meters per second, like if you have a long straight run, but like just instant up and go or getting up any kind of a small hill was like a big problem for that, even with like max power. So if we do something like that, it's definitely going to be interesting. And it's relatively straight out here. So I could actually kind of build it off of here. And then once it's got all the wheels and everything on there, just kind of drop it down and have it, just plop down here. It's something I could do. And then the build and repair system would be able to build it as I go, which is, the best way to build stuff, in my opinion. Yeah. And I've got relatively easy access to it from up here, or even up here if I decide to do it up here. And plus we've got power generation, so any batteries that I put on there will instantly be getting charged, which is great. The problem is the lack of jetpack. That's going to make it more difficult. Okay, how are we doing on Windows? Are we doing okay? Did you already go through all of your stuff? Okay, yeah, so it already went through 100 glass. And we still have a lot of silicon left, so let's just do another couple hundred, have them build as it goes. got some glass up here getting built, so that's good. Man. Or maybe like I should not have it connected to this base yet, because then not having the build and repair system go through and build everything as I'm building might actually be a good thing, because just starting out and I don't actually have that much in the way of materials. So maybe I should do it that way. And then another thing that I could do is throw some... Hold on, I'm thinking. Would that work? I mean, it might work. So I was thinking like I could maybe throw some pistons on there just to kind of like lift it up as I need. And then build it mostly on the ground. That could potentially work. I mean, we've got room for it. So we could technically build it. Do I have plates? I have 56. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Okay. So if we're going to build this thing, we want this to be relatively flat. Or we could build it downwards, which would probably work out better. So we'll start it here. Okay, so then the first thing that we're going to need is just kind of like the spine that everything is going to be sitting on. I have no idea how big I want to make this thing. And then we're going to need wheels, and then the 5x5 wheels in large grid, I think they need, wheels. And once again, we're going to use these ones because I think they have less issues. So let's just see what this looks like. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we're gonna need 4 blocks to connect those onto. And then how far out do we want to go? Do we want this to be like an even build or an odd build? And by even or odd, I mean like the length. Do we want the length to be even or odd? Something else we can maybe do. Actually, let's do it like this. So I'm gonna make it so that way I can get in here from the middle of the ship. But this isn't like the end of the ship, you know what I mean? And then this one is gonna have to come out as well. Throw that in there. Okay. So we can get in here and climb up into the ship, but we can still go out farther on the back of the ship. And the reason for that is I like having the refinery kind of like make like a back bumper. So depending on how we do this, I may go with an even build. And then we'll just have a single refinery. And then the refinery has, if I lay it down on its side, it's got a connector on this end, it's got a connector on that end. It also has a connector up here and down here. So I could technically connect it together somehow. Okay, and then in front of that, I'm gonna need the assembler kind of mounted above, which we can do. I'm gonna need 1 hydrogen tank and probably a couple large well, I could do 3 large cargo storage. But if I did that, I'm going to need a lot of wheels. Because if I fill those things up, this thing's going to be heavy as hell. And I'm talking like 1,000,000 kilograms, somewhere around there. And that's just if I have 2 full ones. So if I have 4 full ones, it's going to be around 2,000,000 kilograms plus everything else. So I probably should assume about 4,000,000 kilograms. So let me do a quick Google thing if I can find it. And it's not so much the capacity of the wheels to hold everything up, because the 4 wheels that I had on the Mars Rover were enough to hold it up. It's just that I don't have the get up and go that I wanted. So I think I don't think I'm going to find anything specifically about it. So I might just have to kind of wing it. So let's see. With how I want this thing to be built, I'm trying to think of like the wheel wells and how I want to go around those. Planning when you don't have a good idea in mind is difficult. Okay, so I think I'll make the first set of wheels here. And then if we have... No, I think we'll just do it like to here. Because I mean, when I have the wheels on there, it's going to stick out pretty far. And then we're going to need some blocks up here for us to connect to, because the wheel wells are a 2x2, especially for the 5x5s. This is left, okay. And this is the back of the Rover, by the way. Now I think, does this have to be up on the top or the bottom? Let's check my other Rover. Okay, yeah, so these have to be on the top. Okay, good to go. And then because I have kind of like the drone bay thing, and yeah, that's fine that the wheel can't be placed. I'm going to put some pistons on here so we can lift the whole thing up as needed. And then we'll have the single, single refinery sticking out the back end. And then I need a 5x5 right. No, that's 3x3. 5x5 right. There we go. And then this needs to go that way. Okay. Once again, wheel can't be placed, but that's fine. So if the wheel is 5x5 and this is 2, that means 2 more on either end and then plus half a block. So then the wheel should end about right here. So if we give it another full block here and then we go 1, 2, then the next wheel should have to go about right here. I think. That's too far. Okay. And we'll throw that on there, and then we'll build out this way. And then one more. Okay. Okay, so then the bulk of the weight is going to have to be back here on these wheels. I need more steel plates. Okay. How are we doing on silicon? So it went through that 200. It looks like it's okay. We got 59 here. Let's build 100 plates. Okay. Another thing that I want to look into is the Tier 3 refinery. Okay, so that requires Tier 3 motors, metal grids, which I have, alloy plates, which I can make. Okay, so we're definitely going to go with Tier 3 for the refinery. And then as far as power consumption, or the modules, I should say, I think I want to go with full yield, and I'll just have to figure out the power use issue. If I have enough wind turbines on here, I should be able to regenerate at least a decent amount, and then plus with the top of the vehicle, it's going to be up at like 8 or 9 blocks high anyways, so they should be at max efficiency. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. I am still going to need turrets on there, but I can place those on the sides, so that won't interfere with the wind turbines. I could do solar as well, but I think wind would be better. Okay, so let me grab these plates. Oh, I should probably make some alloy plates, but I can't until I get the regular assembler, so... And I can't build the regular assembler until I build... Well, no, I can build the regular assembler, but I'm saying I can't build the tiered assembler until I build the regular assembler, and then I'm going to need I'm going to have to keep staging those assemblers up so I can make the bigger and better parts. That's going to be a pain. But we should be able to handle it, though. And then I'm thinking about how I'm going to lay or overlay. Okay, so I'm just going to take these. So with the refinery and the assembler, both full modded, I'm trying to think of how I can lay them together to save the most amount of space, because I don't want them to take up too much. And I also don't want them to go too high. Ideally, I think I would have the refinery with the mods on the inside. So that way on the back end you can see it's a refinery, which is kind of like that. Okay. So then we do that, full mods, we'll bring it out to the wheelbase here. So that'll be where the mods go. Unless I put the refinery half out and half out here, in which case the mods would all be here, which I could also do. And then I could put the base of the assembler right here, but up on the third block here. So that way I get one mod down into the second block. I get another mod out here on top of the mods over on here. Then one mod up and one mod in. The assembler I would put probably full voltage. Or amp, whatever, power reduction, because that uses up a lot of power. Okay, so then if we have all of our stuff back here, we're going to need a 3x3 area. Okay, so we can, okay, So then we can go out to here. And then probably one more. Do we want to go one more? I mean, we'd probably have to go one more. And then this is where a large container would be. And then we do the same thing over here on this side. So let me put that in there. Oops. Didn't mean to put that one in, even though that's probably going to go there, but for now I just kind of want to separate things out. Okay, so then that'll put the bulk of the weight in between the two wheels. So that'll be good for that. We can probably bring this in. And then we'll have a 2 wide space to walk through to do whatever it is that we need to do. And then we want to have a drone bay area kind of in the middle here. And we can actually situate that up on top. And then I also want to have sort of like a drop down. So like on, I don't know if you guys, that's actually really, really close. Kind of want to get that. It should be landing like right over in there. So I could totally get that. Okay, but anyways. So if you remember on the boot, that big ship that I made that kind of got left in disrepair when I started building the other ship that I made, I had on the bottom end like a thing that kind of dropped down, and I could drive like a wheeled vehicle in there and then it would pull back up. So I kind of want to do that same thing here. And we would do it kind of in this area. So that would be like a lower hangar bay. And then up on top, we'd have the rotors. Not rotors. Like drone bays. We'd have the drone bays up on top. And I'd probably put, given the width of this thing, just 2. So I'd have one here even with this right here. And then you go over here and I'd have another one even with this here. And then this whole thing in the middle would kind of drop down. And so this I could actually see going a little bit lower. So that way when I drop it down, like it's a little bit closer to the ground and then kind of going back up before we get into the actual, I guess you could call it command area or living area, whatever you want to call it. Let me think. And then this thing, I think, is only about, okay, so if it starts about here, so that's 1, 2, 3. Yes, 1, 2, 3. It's about 3 blocks wide. That's it. Yeah, about 3 blocks wide. So we wouldn't need very much, but it would need to be able to drop down onto the ground. And we would have to be able to drive this thing back up onto it. So I might need like a little gate that'll flip down. Which, you know, I can do as well. That's not a big deal. Okay, so then let's throw on the next wheel bay, which is here. And that's fine about the wheels themselves. I'm not worried about that yet. Okay, so wheel 5x5 left. Okay, so that will go onto there. Okay, so I think it's working out so far. And this is hangar bay area. And then we would need to go forward. I mean, the living area and the command area would not need to be very big, like at all. And then if instead of doing, like I could do a tier 3 storage container up on here for the extra storage. And then a hydrogen tank, would I need that on here? I don't think so. So I think I would just have 2 large storages on here, which would then reduce the overall weight of this thing, which would be good. We have a lot of work to do. We're at 50 minutes in the video so far. So we're still just kind of in the planning stages here. Okay, so what we're gonna need in here is a connector on the back end. So we can plug in, you know, whatever that we can. That connector is gonna have to be on a solid block below here. Then again, or should I make it even with that? I don't know. And then 4 blocks wide should be more than wide enough for this. Ooh, maybe not. It's actually wider than it is long. So 4 blocks might not be enough for that. We might have to kind of branch out a little bit. So we would go kind of like that, or we could go like this right after that, and that could actually form part of the wheel well, which would then give us a 6x6 area inside of here. So let's just assume that we have that in here. And then we can get rid of this one, and then that has to stay there, obviously. Okay, so then that would give us a 6 wide space inside of here. Okay, and then we'll throw in this. And then it's gonna have to be, I mean, I'm gonna need a little bit of maneuvering room in here. So I could have the connector be at this location here, and that would be solid block, and then we would have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I would want to go like 5. And then we can go back in. So from here to here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, one more. Okay, so we'll go here and then here. And then this can go straight across. Okay, so then all of this stuff in the middle we wouldn't need. I mean, we are going to need something there, but we don't need it there right now. Okay, so then we leave this open for like, to represent the hangar bay that's going to be in here. And then from here, once we drop down into this area, that's going to be wheel well. Okay, so let's throw in some additional blocks over there. Don't want to get stuck under here. Okay. And then this, I think we can build out to 4 wide. I mean, granted, if we follow this, we're going to need to have this go out like this anyways. So let's do that. This needs to be solid block, angle block, angle block. Okay. And then this will kind of make the wheel well right here. And then on the other side, we go following the same design. And then, not that one. So then we'll do this over here. And this will be the front wheels. And then from the front, we're going to want to put a front bumper on here. So once we get the spacing for that, we're not going to need to go much farther. Okay, so is this the right wheel or left wheel? Left wheel, okay. So we'll throw this one in here. And then a right wheel. 5x5, right, okay. And then that can go there. Okay, and then this would need to go out to here. So we can get, you know, kind of the whole wheel well kind of thing going on. And then we would probably just have this go out to here. And that'll be the front of the vehicle. So that's basically what it's going to look like. We don't need too much in the front. I mean, this is just going to be living area and command area. So we don't need too much there. And now all we got to do is build it out. And that is off over there. Does that mean that the whole thing is off? Yeah. Okay. So this is even over there, but this needs to go and move out again. Which means that that's got to come out as well. Okay. And then the wheel well goes there. Wait, is that right? That's not right. No, that is right. Okay. Oh, man. So that can go there. That can go there. That can go there. And then we can move out to here. Okay, and I think that's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, okay, so that's good. So this is going to be the basic layout. So we're going to have command deck living area up here. We're going to have a hangar with a drop down kind of platform on there. And then beyond here, this will be like hydrogen, oxygen storage, whatever. We can put that in here. And then we're going to have large storage here and here. And then back here, we're going to have refinery and then assembler up above there somewhere. So yeah, that's what this thing is going to look like. Hopefully it'll have enough power to get everything moving with, you know, 6 wheels here. But I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, and that puts us in the video at about 57 minutes. And it looks like we need to build more windows. I mean, a lot of the windows are built already, so that's great. How much silicon do we have now? Silicon, silicon, silicon. Are we out of silicon? Okay, no, we have 732, which is enough for another 100 windows. That's it? Well, I mean, 140 anyways. Yeah, so we're going to need to get some more silicon. That didn't stretch as far as I thought it would. But that's okay, I guess. Let's see, we're at 58 minutes. Okay, let's go and get some more silicon. And then we'll just drop that off. Okay, so we have silicon here and silicon up there. I'm going to go up there because I already have kind of like a thing built for it. Whereas this one I'm going to have to dig another, you know, hole. Not that I'm against that, it's just, you know, this one's already here, so. Okay, and I just need to find the entrance, which is right here. Oh, there's actually a nice little flat area right where I put the hole. That works. Okay. All right. So this silicon is really thin. Not a fan. Okay. Oh, and I wanted to get that, oh, but it's going to be gone in a minute and 30 seconds. Oh, well. There's always next time, I guess. Sure, you can go in there. This is like at a weird angle in here. We want to go here. Yeah, like what is up with this like weird angle? I mean, I'm expecting like most of these things to be like pancake flat, you know? Like horizontal, but this one is kind of like up at an angle. It's weird. Okay. Are we getting sun? Hey, we're getting sun. Good to go. I want to check the battery as long as I'm here. Okay, so that's it for that. We can throw in some in here, I guess. We can also put some in the build and repair system if we want to just hold extra. Right, I wanted to check the battery and see how it's doing. Fully depleted. Input is 16, output is 30. Okay, so that isn't really doing much of anything. So, I don't know. I guess it's kind of whatever. But something simple that I can do on there is, how do I get out of here? This way, okay. Right, so what I was saying, something we can do is just replace the battery as needed. Batteries are cheap. They take power cells, which is, you can get the stuff from stone, or the materials from stone. So I'm not even really worried about that at all. The only bad thing is if this thing goes out of power and I die, then the survival kit is also out of power, which means that I would then have to take another shuttle in order to drop back down onto the planet, which is not ideal, which is why I should probably work on getting some silver, because then I can make med kits, and then from the med kits I can build another survival kit. Now on the rover that I'm going to be building, the survival kit is going to be up in the command area. And then I'll be able to recharge from there. So what I might do is to be proactive and just kind of throw a battery on here and have it discharge into the other one. That way I can add like another 30% of power in there. Or I could, you know, just find a way to connect it to the base here. That would be easy too. But anyways, what the hell? I did, dude, just open it up. That was a weird. Okay. Okay, and we are at over an hour now, so as soon as I'm done unloading this, we're going to end the video. And yeah. I think this was a good episode. Throw that in there, and then we'll get this thing going. Is that everything? Is that everything? Oh, we have food. Good. Okay, there we go. So that'll be good for that, and it does do the stone first, and that's thanks to the inventory manager. It kind of controls what the refineries do and don't do. So useful. Yeah, and then we'll just queue up like another couple hundred of those things, and then we'll be good. Okay, how's the battery doing now? Actually, let's turn this off for now. See if that saves a little on the battery use. Control panel, battery, fully depleted in 2 hours? What the hell? What is using all of the power? Ore detector, we can turn that off. That thing is turned off. O2 H2 generator, we can turn that off. Beacon is already off. The wheels, we can turn those off. Solar panels on, survival kit, kind of need to leave that on. Okay, so how's the battery doing now? Okay. We're not getting very much in the way of power, but I guess we're getting enough. I mean, maybe I should like pull this thing forward a little bit. Oh, I need to turn the wheels back on. Wheels on. Okay. That way we can get out of the shadow of the building. And then we can go back in here and then turn the wheels back off. And then we'll be good to go. Okay. So are we getting more power now, less power now? What's going on? In is... Okay, hang on. Fully recharged in 9 days. Okay. So input is 21, output is 18. Okay. So we are charging very slowly, but we are charging. And I will call that good. So there we are. That's the episode. We've got our rover laid out. Should be interesting. It's going to be huge. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you will join me in the next episode. We'll see. Ooh, look at all the windows. All the windows are almost done. Nice. All right. Anyways, I'm out of here. So have a good one, and I'll see you next time.